Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year's to all my YouTube friends and family. Today I'm going to be preparing my cook-up rice for New Year's. I know this is a traditional dish in Guyana for New Year's Eve or Old Year's Day. So I didn't have the chance to prepare my New Year's Eve cook-up rice, but I'm doing it for the new year, and I want to share what I'm adding to my cook-up today. So I have everything chopped up and prepped for the cook-up rice. So I have here some butternut squash or pumpkin. I have some chaurai bhaji, and this was from my garden. I'm using some frozen ones. I have some red peas that I soak overnight and boil, and I'm adding some black-eyed peas as well. I soak this overnight and I boil it so it becomes nice and soft. I have here a mug of coconut milk because cook-up rice goes best with coconut milk. I'm gonna be adding some roasted lamb into my cook-up rice, and what I love about cook-up rice, you can add pretty much any meat to this dish. I'm going to be adding some okra, and the star for cook-up rice is marrow man pork. It's like a basil, but it have a very strong pungent flavor that gives the cook-up rice a really nice taste. And I have some maruri pepper. Just by touching it, I get that very nice aroma all over the kitchen. I have lots of fine thyme, some garlic finely chopped, 1 carrot thinly sliced, some onions, green onions, and I already washed my brown rice. What I love about cook-up rice is that you can add pretty much anything to this dish and it will come out very nice and delicious. As I'm preparing this dish, I'm gonna give some fact about cook-up rice, and you guys can leave in the comment and let me know some of the fact that you know of this dish. I have about 1 tablespoon of coconut oil in the pot. I'm gonna add my onions. We're gonna cook the onions until it's caramelized a little, or we're gonna saute the onions for a little. So our onion is good now. We're gonna add our meat to fry up a little. And we're gonna cook this about a good 2 to 3 minutes before we add anything else to the pot. So we're gonna add our rice now. And the rice is already washed. I'm just adding just about 1.5 cups, not a lot. I'm making a little because after you add all the rest of the peas and all the ingredients, it's gonna end up being a lot. So we're gonna mix this, and we're gonna start to season up everything. So I'm gonna add my garlic into the rice and the meat. I'm gonna add my thyme, and thyme goes very nice in cook-up rice. And I'm gonna add some of the green onions now, but I'll add the rest later. So I'm going in with the head part of the green onions now. Now I'm gonna start adding my peas. friends. I'm going in with both peas now. We're gonna mix this. The peas have some moisture in it, so we're gonna let it cook for a bit, and then I want to add my spices now. I have to add some salt, so I'm adding about 1.5 teaspoons of salt. We can always add more later. Today's recipe, I wouldn't be leaving the measurement because I have a lot of cook-up rice video on my channel. I'll leave a link to my cook-up rice. If you're interested, you can follow those recipes. But I'm gonna tell as I'm adding what I'm adding and how much. So I'm gonna go in with some black pepper. And I'm gonna add about 1 teaspoon of black pepper. We're gonna mix up all this. It is looking good and it smells really nice in my kitchen. And we're gonna add some allspice, some ground allspice powder. About 1/2 teaspoon. And as you add, you can mix so everything will get distributed evenly. I like to add and mix as I go. Another fact about cook-up rice, it is one of our national dish of Guyana. And this dish is a regular dish for any occasion, any cookout, any picnic, and it's a #1 street food in Guyana. I'm gonna go in now with some cook-up seasoning, and I'm using the Chief brand cook-up seasoning. I find that it gives a lot of flavor to the cook-up rice. About 1 teaspoon I'm adding. And we're gonna mix again. We're gonna add our chaurai bhaji because we have more texture than the regular spinach. So I'm adding it already to the pot so it can cook and get soft by the time the cook-up rice is finished. Carrot is going in. Butternut squash is going in. And we're gonna mix again. And I just hope this pot will fit everything by the time I'm done. So now I'm gonna add my Maridman pork and the peppers. And I'm not bursting those peppers. I'm gonna cook them whole in the dish. This looks beautiful, like if the dish is already done, but I'm gonna add my coconut milk now. And we're gonna leave this to cook on medium heat. We're gonna have to turn this pot every 3 to 5 minutes so it doesn't burn on the bottom. And I'm using 1 fresh coconut that I grated and squeezed with some water. So we can have enough liquid to cook the rice. You can add canned coconut milk or powdered coconut milk and it will do the job as well. Whatever you have handy, it will always work for your cook-up rice. We're gonna let this cook about 10 minutes. We'll come back and check it. And if we have to add more water, we will go in with some more. So we're gonna check. Wow, look what's going on here now. I have to low down this a little bit more. Give it a mix. It's looking good. And now I'm gonna go in with my okra. We want the okra to steam cook. And I'm gonna add the rest of my green onions. We're gonna mix everything in. And I will check it back in a few minutes from now. But we're heading up nicely. Another fact for cook-up rice is you can add any vegetable to this dish and it would always bring out an amazing rich cook-up rice. I like to add a little bit of cashew to my cook-up rice to enhance the color and give it a little bit of a rich color. So about a teaspoon of cashew I'm gonna add to the cook-up and mix it in well so we can have a nice color in this dish. Another fact about cook-up rice is that it also goes very nicely for a vegetarian meal, and any vegetarian or ITAL person can enjoy this without meat. So my cook-up rice is done, looking nice and delicious. Another fact about cook-up rice is that you can use any kind of meat in this dish, dried, you can use fresh, you can use seafood. Any kind of meat can work well with this dish. When cook-up rice is a day older, it tastes even greater than the first day. Another fact about cook-up rice, you can either cook it on the wet side or you can cook it on the dry side. There is always some favorite for wet and dry. So there's so many things that you can do with cook-up rice. It's not even funny. There are so many other facts that I couldn't share tonight, but I'm gonna dish myself out a plate because I am drooling over this, and I will let you guys know how it tastes. For all those who love cook-up rice, I have enough for you. So come on down with your plate and let's have dinner together. So here it is. The cook-up rice is done and I am drooling. I have 2 of the peppers here. I'm gonna squeeze out that first hot juice into this mouthful. And I like to have a very spicy cook-up rice. I'm gonna mix here. And I also like to have it with my cucumber, tomato, a little bit of radish and lettuce. This is my bite for all my viewers and subscribers. Cheers! Happy New Year to all my friends and family. So now that's what I'm talking about. One hearty, delicious plate of cook-up rice. So satisfying. And hope you guys also had your cook-up rice on New Year's Eve. I want to wish everybody a happy New Year. Much blessing, peace, happiness, and everybody to be safe for the new year. Until then, love you guys. Bye for now.